What's going on, guys? I'm Keegan here from Punishers Paintball. I'm here with James from Adrenaline, and we currently are getting our first look at the new Adrenaline Lux. So James, what can you tell me about this Lux so far?
So it's based off of not yet named next generation Lux platform. I would say in the next less than a month I'll probably be describing that a lot more. But I can tell you what ours comes with and all of our features is, so if you feel it, are you familiar with the Lux X?
I am.
So it's a little bit heavier, and we did it on purpose because a little more weight and a little more balance can help with, you know, leveling out, making a little smoother shot. I tell people that it's like shooting a 12 gauge pistol, a 12 gauge sawed-off, and a 12 gauge Mossberg. It's the same shell, same gunpowder, but a big time different user experience, and it's all based on how it presents itself.
How does the weight compare to an old 2.0 or an OLED? About that heavy?
I don't know. Actually, I never had one.
Honestly, probably lighter if you compare it to a.
It's only probably like a half pound. Like people are like, oh, I run a lot. I was like, dude, you don't have to go to the gym for this. It's not like something crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We were not aggressive, obviously, with the milling. And we tell with our freak back, we did not machine any of the freak back away except just enough to see the insert, which we have a stainless insert, which does add a little extra weight too. All of them come with a stainless insert. We have the guys from Heat call it NASA, but the NASA coating on our bolt. So it's called WS2, and is a special. It's the slickest coating you can get on the planet Earth. Nothing else exists that's slicker. Literally, the #1 consumer of it is NASA. And then our bolt. This is not our bolt head, but our actual bolt head. I wish I had one here, but somebody's actually using it. It has like an inner set here that brings the ball forward, and that's really important for the mech guys. So the second ball that kind of is sitting forward a little bit of that ball, so whenever you fire, its first action is to kind of go up, so it's kind of going the wrong way. So what we did is try to bring it forward to where all the balls are stacked right on top of each other. So the first thing it wants to do instead of go up a little bit away from it is straight down.
And you mentioned the mech frame. This is the first time we're seeing a mech frame on a Lux, correct?
Yeah, when we started doing it, so we're a couple things about Adrenaline. We're not going to do just milling and anodizing. We're going to do major mods, and we're a major mech team, even though we're playing X-Ball here. So we're not going to touch a gun unless we can play with it. So the first thing we had to do was tackle the mechanical. That is one of the things that led to the next platform, because it's so much easier to make it fast with the changeover by starting from scratch. We started with the X, and it was just we were having a lot of roadblocks, and then they did so much with the core that they just basically said, look, we're just going to make it done. But are you familiar with the X?
I am. Yep.
So put your finger in here and feel just feel back and forth. See that?
Yeah.
So the X doesn't have that.
Yeah,
so that
is
you
not.
can't really tell on the video, but we've reamed out
in there.
You can feel the lip, and we've reamed out from probably here forward. It's a much larger chamber in there.
Gotcha.
The operating pressure went from 150 to 100. So that's pretty significant. It's really significant.
That's lower than the amp, isn't it? The amp is 105, 110?
Yes, just a little bit. Even this is not an Adrenaline thing, but this is like a sneak peek of some feature on the next generation Lux. If you're familiar with the X, then just look at this ASA. See how it's fatter on the bar? This is a redesigned ASA.
Look at that.
I like that.
That's a sneak peek of a next generation Lux ASA. They changed a lot of how it operates. So
I like that.
This would technically be interchangeable, because it's the same air holes.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of interchangeable parts. The bolt and the can will be interchangeable backwards to the X. Simple things like maybe the trigger and stuff like that. It has waterproof grips like the amp that you did, but this is not. With those we had a problem, so they're and that's not us. That's a next generation thing. But they had a hiccup on it, and those are going to be about 2 or 3 weeks out. So we may have to ship some guns with these, and then ship the waterproof ones later. It has the machining. If you've seen the amp, how it has that ledge, the lip. Definitely. It has that for that. So it's ready to go. We just need the grips.
And then the trigger frame, I see that it doesn't have that downward slope, kind of like the X did. Was that basically the same thought as going the amp, kind of bring it more to a flat angle?
Yes, it was a ergonomics thing. This whole area is completely different. If you're familiar with the X.
Now, as far as the mech frame, when can we see that? What's up with that?
We had a prototype, but we made a change. So the actual production one is in production right now. They'll be going to anodizing in bulk, 700 of them. We made a bunch of extra for when the next generation Lux comes out. We'll have frames ready immediately. So it is. I'll tell you one thing that kind of like the amp, but the solenoid comes off with like a machine part. That's something that's different.
Yeah.
So you pull a lever and the solenoid just pops off. This doesn't have that, but so it's super quick to change.
That's awesome. You guys did an amazing job on it. The milling and everything is subtle, but it looks very good. And as always, your anodizing is top of the line.
I wish I could talk a little more about the new features that's behind the bolt, like which is, but I think they're going to be talking about it in the next few weeks. So, awesome. The bolt core is stuff we've done, like that coating, that's Adrenaline exclusive. The bolt itself in the face, that's Adrenaline exclusive, but the core itself, we're sharing all those features.
Awesome. And that core will actually be available, from what I've heard, to put in your X.
Yeah, he mentioned that you can put it back,
they
right?
did.
But you, I thought you just said that earlier.
No, I actually don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I thought that I read somewhere. Maybe I'm mistaken.
That'd be something they would know. I don't know if they'll tell you or not.
Yeah.
But like, it wouldn't be the same feature because you wouldn't have that board out system. And one of the reasons that board out system is there is for the QEV. There's a QEV that, like the Shocker has a QEV up front, like a bolt speed. The QEV on the Lux is built up to the rear of the bolt, and it fits up in that cavity. So you would have problems with your QEV fitting well in there.
Gotcha.
All right, so availability, purchasing, when is that going to be available?
So we're taking pre-orders now. If someone's waiting for us to like have stock on the custom ones, they're gonna be waiting a long time because we've sold like 50, and so he can do like 5 to 10 a week. So you just run it out like what we've said originally is February. It's probably now March, and then sooner or later it's gonna be April because he can only do 5 a week.
Yeah.
So the quick ships, those will be ready, and we're getting those in bulk, and they'll be ready in December. The patterns that are here is a polished purple with a polished silver accents. Polished pewter and pewter and gold. Pewter with dust gold accents.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, you guys did an amazing job. I love everything about it. I'm thinking about picking one up myself. But if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe for more amazing content from Cup. It's going to be going on for a little bit longer. Hopefully this video will go out while you're still here, but make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you very much.